So, North Korea. Yeah, that place. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how trade works with North Korea. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. But that's not all. This video also doubles as a project for school. So in true schooling fashion, I'll be giving North Korea's economy a grade at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get into North Korea's pathetic little economy. So North Korea is this little country right here in Eastern Asia. It shares the Korean peninsula with South Korea to the, south. This is because one time 74 years ago, these two guys got into a bit of a disagreement and decided to split the peninsula in half. These guys were communists and these guys were capitalists. And while the capitalists have thrived and the South has become an overall great place to live, the communists, now called socialists, have decided to not do that. And that's why North Korea is not a place a lot of people like to do trade with. Although, in saying that, not every country hates North Korea. In fact, some countries actually support them with their imports. And who else would do such a thing but China and Russia? Now, this is understandable, as these three countries have quite the historical ties together. What isn't as understandable is seeing that the DRC, India, and Switzerland also top the list. Some of the top imports from these countries include soybean oil, flour, sugar, tobacco, and medicine, the vast majority of which coming from China. North Korea also exports stuff too, although what they do export may not be particularly expected. For example, North Korea exports a fair deal of electrical appliances like electrical insulators, electrical batteries, or just electricity itself. China once again buys the most stuff from North Korea, but the other top exporters are a bit strange to say the least. For example, Myanmar. Well, this one kinda makes sense, as Myanmar is in Southeast Asia near North Korea, but then we get to stuff like Nigeria. Okay, that makes a bit less sense, but let's just keep going down the list. Let's see here. Wait, why is Poland buying stuff from North Korea? All in all, North Korea makes around $2.8 billion annually. Now, North Korea's industry is largely primary and secondary, with a large chunk of the stuff coming out of it coming first from the earth or being made from things that come out of the earth. All of these minerals are mined in North Korea. And while North Korea may export some electricity, there's a hint of irony there, as we're talking about the country where barely any of the population actually has working electricity. We can't move on without touching on how it makes its money from the US. Ah yes, the age-old story of threatening nuclear war, then getting paid to not start nuclear war, and then repeating that over and over again. Genius. So yeah, that's North Korea's rather pathetic economy. It is so pointless to the global economy that if it were to cease to exist, there would be scarcely any change in the global economy. So overall, North Korea, you get an F+. Purely based on the fact that you somehow managed to trade stuff with Poland. I'm not really sure I should end this. Didn't really write a segue into the outro. Subscribe.